Hello, today I'm gonna demonstrate what I've been working on for last couple of months regarding to multiplayer using ECS, related Unity technology and ENet. I will break down into three parts. First part is demonstrate what they call climb prediction and simulate the lagging, and then I will second part I will set up a simple map, simple pathfinding, so that to navigation and stuff like that between client and server. And the third part I will do a stress test. Alright, let's start simple client connection. And you can see there are two bars, one is client bar and one is server bar. Client is on the top and the server on the bottom. You can see that not much of the delay. There's some a little delay, but this is local, so it shouldn't be, but I don't know why there's slowness there. There's some lag in there. So let me turn on the clumsy to simulate the lag. Right now there are no lag, but I'm going to turn on 100 millisecond lag between client and server. You can see that the delay between the client and server is larger, and usually the client move a bit ahead. That's what they call a climb prediction. Server only move along with it. It's for validation, collision checking, and typical client and server game with 100 millisecond delay. Let's bring it up to 200 millisecond delay with a little laggy. You see the lag. Yep, that a little far away between the client and server, but it still move as expected. So if client gonna stop at Z, A or B or C or D or E, the client server side gonna stop exactly where it should be. Alright, that is client prediction. So now I'm gonna do the second part, which is set up a client and server map. I'm gonna generate a new map. Alright, big map. Let's do let's zoom out a bit, move it to the middle, and I'm gonna connect the client. The client is 200 millisecond delay, and you can see that I moved through wall because I did not binding to the platform yet on the client side, but we do that next. Okay, so I'm gonna generate a different map. Ooh, no, okay, that's fine. That map's fine. Let's spawn one spawning point with one enemy. There you go. This guy, he's the enemy. So you can see that the pathfinding is on the server side, and the client is move along with it. Let me turn off the render on the client side. Then you can see that I only move the server side with 200 millisecond delay, so it little laggy from the input. Let me turn that. Yeah, I can turn that. Oh, no need to. Let's do that. And if I turn off the server side then I move only the client side, but the response is pretty good for 200 millisecond delay, because you know this is client prediction, and the client move exactly when it should be moving from the input. But you have to do a client collision detect and stuff like that later on. Let's turn the server back on. Alright, so now let's launch another spawn point with 1000 enemy and 100 millisecond it's spawning delay. Alright, let's do it. You see that let's see how many of them right now. Okay, so 100 guy enemy movement, client and server. You can see the delay is large. You know what, I'm gonna turn off this delay. This is not playable. Let's turn off the delay. I have too clumsy on right now. That's not good. I don't like this. Let's stop them all. No wonder I see some delay. Larger, a very high delay. Oh my god. Let's turn off the delay and do without delay. I generate a map. Redo a map. Generate a new map. Zoom it out a bit. Yeah. And let where am I? Okay, let move my there's no delay, so you can see that response is real good. Now let's turn on all the spawn point for stress test. Okay, let me turn navigate everything. I want to see everything here. So okay, now let's turn it on. Okay, let's do 100 millisecond for every spawn, delay for every spawn, 1400 every spawn point, and there are 12 spawn point, totally around 18,000 units movement. Let's turn that on. Okay, you can see there a lot. You can see there are 1000 units right now. Movement, good movement, still good movement. You can check the CPU and frame per second, still good. 3000, 4000. 5,000. 6,000. Of course, this is for testing purpose only. You're not going to do this on the client and server because the bandwidth is going to kill your bill. You look at that 8,000. Right now, it's around 10 bytes for every Unix movement. So if you look at the 10,000 unit, you know, multiply 10 bytes by 10,000, that is 100,000 bytes, and 2 snapshots per second, that is 200 bytes per second. The bandwidth is very high. You don't want to set the server up and spawn that many movement at the same time like this. But this for stress test purpose only. Right now you look at 14,000 units movement. The CPU is getting higher. Hit up, yep, 15,000. Should be 18,000 soon. So if you look at the resource monitor right here, you look at the 14 megabit per second, and the CPU looking good. Let's look at the how many the memory uses. You see the memory uses for Unity still low. This is good because you wanna launch as much instance as possible in one server. Let's assume that you're gonna host 100 world. It will representing one map and 100 units movement every time, and the bandwidth still under not much. I don't have a calculator right now to be able to show you, but right now for 18,000 units right now, the bandwidth is around 16 megabit per second. That's quite a lot if you want to set this kind of game up, but you have to scale down to around 1,000 units per map, and around 100 movement at the same time. You don't want them all to moving like that on the map, but yeah, this for stress test purpose only again. Okay, so ENet is the best one right now I can see for performance purpose. I test with like ENet, Neclip before, but you know it couldn't do because the NTU and problem, and the fragmentation is not handling properly. That's why I switched to ENet, and it doing quite impressive. So just show you what I've been done lately. And if you can see that if right now I can switch the map, hot swap the map. Let's see if I can hot swap the map. Let's clean that up. Yep, I can swap the map, and enemies moving with a different path finding right now. And let's swap the map while moving. You see that enemy is moving differently now. Hot swap. That's what you call hot swap. Alright. Just for fun. You're not gonna do that on production, but it doable. And the map is very simple now, but I will do more graphically on the client side later on. Alright, ciao.